Phylum Brachiopoda, or lamp shells, are marine animals that live inside two shells. There are two classes in this phylum, the class Inarticulata and the class Articulata. Articulate brachiopods have obtained simple tooth hinges to open and close their shells. Inarticulate brachiopods have a more complex muscle to align their halves as well as untoothed hinges. Brachiopods live from 3 to 30 years. Brachiopods are permanently stationary. They are deuterostomes. After the mass extinction, the phylum Brachiopoda's diversity decreased significantly, leading to roughly 300 species of Brachiopoda today. The lophophore is a feeding structure as well as a respiratory mechanism. Brachiopods reproduce sexually, however there are some species that reproduce hermaphroditically. Gametes are released into the water by both sexes and retained as embryos by only females within their cavity. The fertilized egg is kept and protected by the lophophore before developing and hatching. Brachiopods have a ring of nerves with other nerves reaching out into the mantle. The shell of brachiopods are opened by deductor muscles and closed by abductor muscles. According to the University of Vermont Perkins Geology Museum, brachiopoda are mainly found in shallow and clear seas. For protection from predators, brachiopods mainly depend on their hard shell and other organisms, such as algae, to camouflage them in the sea. Predators of brachiopods include crustaceans, echinoderms, such as starfish and sea cucumbers, gastropods, such as snails, and cephalopods, such as squid and octopus. Brachiopods rely on water filtration to eat. In addition, brachiopods have a lophophore, a horseshoe-shaped structure with ciliated tentacles that create water currents and help filter out food particles. An interesting fact, according to the Chinese Journal of Population, Resources and Environment, Coptothyrus adamsi, one brachiopod species, is an indicator of environmental conditions around an oil terminal on the shores of the Sea of Japan.
This is our 16S rRNA tree with the different taxa we have studied.
The closest relative to the brachiopods is mollusca, with arthropoda and annelida following.
This is our data matrix tree, visually represented in the phylogenetic trees.
In this tree, the brachiopods are closely related to the phylum Annelida, with mollusca and chordata following. There are major discrepancies between the two trees regarding the relatives of the brachiopods.
The two trees differ because the characteristics such as color and locomotion are non-homologous between taxa. The arrows point to the most recent common ancestor.
In research about phylogenetic placement of brachiopods represented in this tree, it shows that brachiopods have existed since the Lower Cambrian period, about 540 to 490 million years ago. Dr. Luther hypothesized that the phylum Brachiopoda originated from an organism with bilateral symmetry, then further evolved from a deuterostome. There is some uncertainty about the exact placement of brachiopods on the phylogenetic tree due to the limited information about the phylum. Dr. Luther suggests that more information about brachiopods morphologically and molecularly is needed to find the exact placement of brachiopods.
We believe that our phylogenetic tree differs from this one because there are different morphological characteristics observed.